Hello and welcome to another video of our Operators Platforms tutorial series. In this video, I want to talk to you about some of the additional improvements that we have made within our importing module. Now, you might have come across our importing module whenever you wanted to bulk insert specific records, relations, or entities inside our platform, be it customers, products, vendors, dimensions, part prices, you name it. There's a very extensive list that you can take a look at inside our importing module itself. Now, one of the ways that we really wanted to improve and emphasize within this system is an ability for you to review and also validate your data before the importing process actually begins. So let's say that you've provided us with a Excel sheet of 100 records, and these 100 records has some issues. Let's say the part number, for example, that you've provided within a record does not exist, or it hasn't been imported yet, or the customer information is wrong, or there is a spelling issue, or maybe there is just a title issue, whatever it may be, or maybe it's just missing overall. Let's say that you've forgotten to provide a specific value within a column of your Excel sheet. Now, what we've tried to come up with is an interactive prevention module that sits on top of our importing feature, and it allows you to review what is wrong with your data before you import it, and it gives you the ability to select the corrected data using specific controls and inputs. Now, it's usually with these things, it's best if we actually go into it and demo it. So for the purposes of just demonstrating this, I've selected a data set for product titles, and I've gone ahead and actually prepared a sample file that has some missing values, or some all of it have wrong part numbers, so then we can see how the system reacts to it. I'm going to go ahead and drop my Excel sheet here, or rather my CSV file, map my columns, which in this instance there are identical to what the system expects, so that it can automatically pick them up. And now inside the review, this is the newest addition that says, okay, from the 8 records that have been imported, all of them are invalid. So the system cannot essentially import any of these. And now by clicking on the resolve issues button, a dialog will appear for you. And at the very top, there are 2 main categorical concerns with your data, in this instance with my data. The very first is that some of the columns, 8 of them, have invalid part numbers, and 3 of them have missing product titles. So essentially, it has analyzed the entire Excel sheet of that it's been provided with, and it's tried to do its best to kind of say what can go wrong with this Excel sheet. Now, for example, in here, let's say that I do have a part number here. Now, this is the part number that I use mostly for testing. Now, it says, hey, we had part, let's say 4 zeros and 1 essentially, but it didn't really exist within our system, and I've substituted it with BISprint, which is my part number. Now, let's say that for the next 2 rows, and now I can also see the row number here, I want to skip them. Maybe I just don't want to deal with them anymore. I had put them wrongly in this section. Another way to do this is for products and customers, you can also create them with this additional button here without the need to go to its specific page. For example, I want to create a new product here, enter its information, and it'll automatically be populating here. Or that, let's say that this part actually does exist, but it hasn't been properly imported in our system. Now, without the need of actually opening another tab and doing it for just this part, you just need to import it from an external system. You just click on its associated icon, and the dialog for it appears as well. Now, for the sake of just continuing with this demo, I can click on this, and what this does is that it automatically pre-populates this column's values with the value I've given it here. Now, in this instance, it would be BISprint here. And now I'm going to move on to the next categorical issue, and I notice that the row 2 I had already skipped, so I want to keep it as skipped, and for the other 2 I want to provide the title here. Now I want to say test title, and for the very last one, let's say test title 2. Now, what I've done here is I have changed the part number here for all of these columns that had invalid part numbers, and for the 3 of them which had missing product titles, I've skipped one of them, and for the other 2, I've imputed them with the values of my choosing. Now, I'm going to go ahead and select actually another part number, just so that we can proceed with this, and now I can click on this and it automatically applies it to all of the other ones. I can also use this other button, and what it does is that if they had no values, it would only change and pre-populate those that have no values, which is the instance that they already also have. Now, I want to apply corrections here. The system then says, okay, we have 6 of them that are right, and the only ones that are wrong, I've already skipped them. So that can be completely fine as well, and then I can click on finalize to finalize the submission of my product titles here. Now, this is the way that we have deemed would be best in order to review your issues and possibly have the capability of resolving them. Now, using the same pattern, we can do so for external customers, we can do so for warehouses, for properties specifically. Let's say that you have more than 250 properties within your system, and actually inputting those property values for each of the products can be really time consuming. Now, using this system, not only you get to automatically bulk insert property values for your products, but also if you make any mistakes, the system would automatically detect them and give you the chance to fix it. Okay, hopefully that has provided you with all the means necessary to work with our preventative interactions module within our importing feature and to have made your job a lot easier. Hopefully this video has helped you, and I hope you have a very beautiful day, and catch you on the next video.